I didn't even think I was gonna be 18. I literally didn't think
What
so.
year was that? What year was that?
What do you mean?
How many bodies I had to step over to make it out? What year was that?
I'm talking about dead homies, dead friends, dead
What year was
companions.
that? What year was that?
When I was in the hood, what do you mean?
What year was that?
What
You're not in the hood
2012,
now.
2012, 2011, like
Okay,
bro,
2012,
it's
2000.
variations of times. My friend's still dying. It ain't. I still got homies still over there. It's not. It's not a. It's a continuous
Hey,
thing.
hey, if it's a conversation about our tragedies happening in the hood, we on the same page. If it's a conversation of whether more opportunities need to be there, more people need to have more information. If it's a conversation about bringing people to a higher level, we on the same plane. We are not on the same plane and kind of just demonizing the whole thing and saying, yeah, they just keep just doing the wrong thing. I mean, what you gonna do with them? We just not on the same page right there. All right, now let me hold on. Let me go to the chat. Let me go to the chat because I'm behind in the chat a lot. These are all these are all from the same person. Starting 42 minutes ago, and so we've been on for around
57.
so this is around 10-15 minutes in. So she says, oh come on, Trump's approval rating is in the toilet right now, even among Republicans. That is very true. That is very true. What are your thoughts to that?
I don't believe that.
Okay, but what are you? Okay, so let's just admit that we're not going to, unless we're just saying we feel something. Just like I said, I'll look up statistic. I didn't say there are less gangbang. I'm not going to speak to something I don't know. So let's just say that if I'm saying it's true, and I'll pull it up to make sure.
Okay.
But because I have seen that, but there's different polls that show different things. So I'm going to pull up.
I say something totally different. That's why I can't believe it.
Right, but we already agreed that you watch a lot of right leaning media. So even if it was bad, they just wouldn't show you then.
So what
right.
about the left leaning thing? Even if it wasn't bad, they'll show you some stuff. Just like just like Hunter Biden's laptop was false, and they'll lie to you straight in your face. They don't care.
Okay, so let's try to get as recent of a.
Now I got to be recent though. That's crazy.
No, not you. I'm saying me. Like if I'm going to provide any information, I'm going to find something as recent as possible. Okay. Trump's approval rate. This is no joke. Trump's approval rate.
You're
price of eggs. That's a whole other conversation. He what?
It sounded like your sound went out for a minute.
Oh my bad. Am I good now?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Okay. Actually, hold on. While I'm looking that up, let me not slow things down. Let me read the next one. It says, what evidence do you have that most Americans wanted Trump-like leadership? I did ask you about that, but what are your... Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. He did win. He won not only the electoral vote to where it could be a argument if he lost the popular vote. He did win the popular vote as well. Again, the numbers were very close. The numbers don't suggest exactly the way that people felt on both sides. I think one side felt like, oh my gosh, we just got devastated. And the other side felt like, haha, we're here. We took over. But really, it was like a 48-47 game, It was like 120.
Are you looking at the same electoral colleges or what's going on?
Well, yeah, not just electoral college numbers. I'm talking about the popular vote numbers. So when you break it down and see like actually how many votes, you do know how the electoral college works, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Right. So even if you win by all of those states, let's say you won by one vote, your electoral college numbers are going to go up a lot more significantly than your popular vote numbers are going to suggest that the difference is. So that's what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but he won those states. He won all the swing states. So I mean, I don't.
Yeah, no. I think maybe you just want more a pat on the back than what I'm giving. But I'm saying he won. He won the electoral college. He won the popular vote. He won. I'm trying to find a good report or a report period. This is just talking about reports. But it says its highest to lowest so far has been between 34% to 49%. I was trying to find something that kind of showed what it was before and what it is now, so I can see if it's up or down. So until I can see that, I won't even go into that. So we did talk about that. Let's see, who is out there telling you, who's out there telling you that they're voting against their own interest? Is our only interest maintaining traditional marriage and banning trans people in sports? So we kind of spoke to that as well. But what are your thoughts on that? Are there any other interests that you think people might vote Democrat for that just don't have anything to do with those couple of high points?
But I mean, the only reason I bring that up is because that was the Democratic standpoint at the time as far as LGBTQ. That's when you think about LGBTQ, Democrat, right? When you think about tax the rich, Democrat. Even though they got George Soros and most billionaires who fund these people, um, they that's why I say voting against your own interests. The thing that they speak about, the thing they speak against, they're all for. When it came to Nancy Pelosi, millionaire, and she's been a civil servant for X how long? They take tax the rich though. They coined the term tax the rich. Why aren't you taxing them? Because they're the rich is they're in your cabinet. They don't care about that. What they care about is making Trump and the Republicans look bad when they can't because they ain't did crap to their own folks. And they don't talk about George Soros. I have to talk about him and get my channel shadow banned for talking about him. But why y'all can't talk about him though? Y'all say tax the rich. Why is he covered? Why is he being protected? That's what I want to know.
Okay, but just like when you said, if you talk about, LGBTQ, you know who that's talking about. So why would they vote for them? But at the same token, if you say racist, you know they're talking about conservatives. If you say white supremacy, you know they're talking about conservatives. So why?
Because
hold on. That don't matter whether you think it's false, because I didn't go into if it was false or not. The point is, you do agree that when you say that, if you had to pick a party, you would put that label over on, as far as the way that people look at the two parties. People do not look at the left side, at the left, like white supremacy. They look at it like LGBTQ and trans and all of that, right?
Can I answer this wholeheartedly?
No.
Yes or no?
I'm gonna let you answer.
Okay.
But right now, I just want to get a yes or no. Do they look at, because you just said it, so do they, when they think of the left, do they see LGBTQ and trans, and is that their idea of what the left is about?
Yes, if you bring up that subject, who gonna back them up? Yes.
Okay, so if you brought up the conversation about racism or white supremacy, do you feel like most people would say their idea that fits more with the right?
Through propaganda, yes.
Okay. You just can't say yes or no. Okay.
It's a lie.
So whether it be a lie or not, there's propaganda on both sides. There's propaganda on, people do this all the time. Just like you, after this video, you can go and talk about this conversation and it can sound a completely different way than me talking about the conversation. And that's not because of intentional propaganda. That's more because of just who we are and what we believe in. That's gonna happen.
I gotta say this, Cashmere. You can't say it's not intentional propaganda when you lied about Hunter Biden's laptop. You lied about Russiagate. You lied about most people in most Democrats wouldn't even mess with their family for all the lies that if they lied to them this much. But when it comes to the Democrats, they're gonna keep voting for them no matter what. No matter what.
Has Trump lied?
Huh?
Has Trump lied?
He probably did. I don't care about him lying, but I'm talking about.
Why are we talking about lying?
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about propaganda.
But do we not care?